EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Las Vegas Raiders. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. Back to throw. Jennings. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Not only a fumble loss there, but a fumble lost on your first drive in your own territory.
Now you're dealing with a lot of stuff here because you feel bad going off the field because you gave up the football. How does your own defense feel now having to go out there and stop them when the momentum is clearly shifted in their favor?
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
The CD, this offense at 11-0 now on the year. A few weeks ago, I remember asking you what kind of percentage chance that you thought they had at staying unbeaten the entire season. I think you said 25%. I'd imagine that number probably grown since then.
I would agree with you, and I'm going to actually bump it up to closer to 50%. Only because they still have some tough games to come, and keeping that focus throughout the entire season, that's been a really difficult thing to pull off. But so far, they've done it, and they've done it well.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Here's Walker.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Pickett a look to throw it here. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw. Jennings. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week. He's smiling.
And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I'm so excited about this game because to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore.
And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Again, Walker.
And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here, not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Pickett lost it.
Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Ken Walker, that's his 18th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Steelers 14, Raiders nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up first. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all 3 phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick 6.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the 2nd quarter.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
Okay, break. 19 right.
Throwing after the interception, Jennings. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Good for a Las Vegas.
19. Hurry.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick.
And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football.
So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football, Charles. Now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
They run again with Walker. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Kenneth Walker with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
So 2 drives, 2 touchdowns here in this first quarter, and he's got both of them.
Well, he's certainly setting himself up for a big game here, and I think if the play caller doesn't get in his own way, they should keep riding him the entire way of this game. Until the defense proves they can stop him, that's what I would call.
So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now. Unlock line. Unlock line.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
Ready, set.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
19 tight. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
Looking to throw. Jennings. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Fights through and now a crease.
And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 41.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett.
He finds his man complete. It's Bishop.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
This is a nice job of just taking what the defense is going to give you on 3rd down. You're not looking for a big play downfield. You just want to find something that can get you past the marker. They found it and were able to keep the drive moving.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
46-yard line.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, that's why the guy with the headsets is down there. All right, they know what they're doing because they got stuffed on a running play on 1st down. And I think myself and probably the fans were saying throw the football in this situation. But he knew what he was doing, called another run, and now they've got 3rd and short.
27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Walker.
And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
Pickett now from the gun here.
Looking middle, and that's complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice win for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position.
Up the middle, here's Walker.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
8-yard pickup. First down, Steelers.
So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
Here's Pickett. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker.
And down he'll go at the 25.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Pickett now to throw off the play fake. They'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
Trying the left side with Walker. He'll get this down to the 38.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Sticking with Walker on second down.
He stiff arms him. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
50 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Walker with another carry.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
Off play action, Pickett. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up alive, taking it right down Broadway. He's at the 30. 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. And now it's blocked. So a pretty wild turn of events there. Instead of a sure 3 points, it's 6 the other direction.
And if you're kicking in the NFL, that should be pretty much automatic, but I don't think that's on him at all. The protection broke down. That led to the block.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
On second down, it's Walker. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down.
From the gun, here's Pickett.
Over the middle, complete. It's Bishop. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers have got it on cruise control. Now the try here for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. The CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gap.
And my goodness, another interception.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
A gain of 3, second down.
Sticking with Walker on second down.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for third down.
Pickett.
That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
First down, Steelers.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped. Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end, because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going? Crashed down inside and tackled him for a loss.
Looking to throw, Pickett.
Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
The Steelers send out their punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things in this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Again, he'll drop the throw.
Finding Johnson on the out route. That's complete.
From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
From the gun, here's Swift.
There on the tackle, Minkah Fitzpatrick.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
to throw on second down. Jennings.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now...
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
Disrupting that play and dropping him was Arnold Ebiketie.
18, Pioneer. Buffalo 18. Ready.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is incomplete. The Raiders try it on fourth down, but to no avail. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. Takes this to the 45. Broken tackle. Brought him a little extra space. 60 yards on the ground for him so far. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. Able to avoid him at the 40.
And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away.
Let's go.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Going for it on 4th down. Here's Pickett.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. And they take a knee. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. So this one in the win column for